I will invite our beloved Deepika ma'am, who is a host now. I'll just give a little introduction about her. Deepika madam is a US citizen who is professional CA from India, holding All India rank and have got merit certificate. Who studied CA parallelly with the bachelor's degree. So it's a tough education in India, one of the tough education in India. She studied it and she got a rank. It's very wonderful to know about her. And now she is moved to USA. For few years, she worked as a CA with the certificate course from IMA and worked as a financial analyst. Now, from few months, she is learning Anapanasati meditation and working as a Seva devotee in Mahavatar Foundation under Guruji Rangnath sir and doing Seva by spreading the benefits and importance of meditation. So, Deepika ma'am, over to you.
Thank you so much, Pallavi ma'am, for giving a warm introduction about me. And thank you so much. And Pallavi ma'am is my first friend, first beloved friend that I got through Mahavatar Foundation. I'm so thankful. So today, this evening, we'll learn about Lahiri Mahashaya. So we are very fortunate to know about him this evening. And so let's start, okay? Now we'll learn about Lahiri Mahashaya. Who is Lahiri Mahashaya? So, and what are his messages and all we will learn, okay? So today, open all your videos. Masters, turn on your videos so that we'll learn about him. And today, Lahiri Baba is ready to share his knowledge and shower his energies with us, receive his energies. When we talk about any enlightened masters, they will approach us and give their energy and knowledge and their wisdom to the people who meditate. So turn on your videos so that you can receive their energies and blessings, the knowledge and wisdom. So who is Lahiri Mahashaya? So Lahiri Mahashaya is an Indian yogi and guru who founded the Kriya Yoga school, and he's a disciple of Mahavatar Babaji. So his birth name is Shyamacharan Lahiri. He was born on September 30th, 1828. He's also known as Yogi Raj and Kashi Baba. He's best known as Lahiri Mahashaya. Mahashaya is a Sanskrit word. Mahashaya is a spiritual title translated as large-minded. So let's see his picture first. I will share his picture so that we can have his energies and his blessings on us. So here is Lahiri Mahashaya. Our sincere pranamas to Lahiri Mahashaya, who is a great master, creating so many great masters. He's Lahiri Mahashaya Baba. Look at him, take his blessings, and we learn what his teachings are like. We learn more about him and get inspiration and make our soul purpose, soul wish come true, like learning more knowledge, learning more wisdom for enlightenment and all. And he is the disciple of Mahavatar Babaji. Is the direct disciple, Mahavatar Babaji. He says, like, meditate unceasingly, that you may quickly behold yourself as the infinite essence, free from every form of misery. So these are the disciples like Swamijis. So from Mahavatar Babaji, first disciple, is direct disciple is Sri Lahiri Mahashaya, and his guru to Swami Sri Yukteswar Giriji, and Sri Yukteswar Giriji is guru to Bhupendranath Sanyal Mahasaya, and Bhupendranath Sanyal Mahasaya is guru for Paramahamsa Yogananda, and Paramahamsa Yogananda is guru for Swami Satyananda Giri, and Swami Satyananda Giri guru is guru for Paramahamsa Hariharananda, and Paramahamsa Hariharananda is guru of Paramahamsa Prajnananda. So from Babaji Maharaj, Mahavatar Babaji to Lahiri Mahasaya, after that to Prajnananda Paramahamsa, he is our present Kriya Yoga master now. We'll learn more about Lahiri Mahasaya. So you got an idea how he looks like, and we got his blessings, right? And we'll learn more about him now. So we all know like Lahiri Mahasaya has got a spiritual title translated as large-minded. So we'll know about his early life. Lahiri Baba was born in a Brahmin family in the Gurni village, which is the modern-day Krishnanagar town in Nadia district of Bengal Province, West Bengal state. He was the youngest son of Muktakashi, the wife of Gaur Mohan Lahiri. That is his father's name. So even at the age of 3 or 4 years, when he was like age of 3 or 4 years old, Lahiri was often seen meditating and body buried up to his neck in sand. Unfortunately, Lahiri Babaji lost his mother when he was a child, very little. Therefore is known about her, except that she was a devotee of Lord Shiva. In 1832, a flood killed his mother and destroyed their home. The family's ancestral home was lost in a flood, after which his family moved to Varanasi, where he would spend most of his life. As a child, he studied Urdu and Hindi, and later he learned many languages like Bengali, Sanskrit, Persian, French, English at the government Sanskrit college. He also studied the Vedas, Upanishads. Reciting the Vedas, bathing in the Ganges, and worshipping were part of his daily routine since the family moved to Varanasi. So he translated Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, many books, Bhagavad Gita, Patanjali Yoga Sutra, like many books. He translated to many languages and he published many books and distributed even in the 18th century, which was very unusual at those days. So let's see about his early life. In 1846, he married Srimati Kashi Moni and he taught her how to read. He's having children. In 1851, he began working as a clerk and a tutor. His work was an accountant in the military engineering department that took him all over India. Upon his father's death, Lahiri assumed the family responsibilities. So Lahiri Mahasaya was unusual among Indian holy men. He was a householder. He raised a family and worked as an accountant for the military engineering department in the British Indian government. So Lahiri lived with his family in Varanasi. He achieved a substantial reputation among 19th century Hindu religionists. Lahiri Mahasaya's life is considered as an example to how to live in the world, yet not of the world. Paramahamsa Yogananda's autobiography of Yogi describes Lahiri Mahasaya life as a demonstration of the spiritual attainment that could be achieved by a householder. So And November 27th. So how did he meet Mahavatar Babaji? So when did he meet and how did he meet Mahavatar Babaji? Let's learn about that. So on 27th November in the year 1861, Lahiri was transferred to Ranikhet. It's in the foothills of the Himalayas. So it's a very beautiful place. So Lahiri Mahasaya's spiritual quest reached when he was transferred to Himalayas. So when he was walking in Himalayan foothills of Dwaraha near Ranikhet, that is the place in the mountains of Dunagiri. It's in the state Uttarakhand, India. Okay. So it was there in Ranikhet that he met his deathless Guru Baba Maharaj, Mahavatar Babaji. So Lahiri Mahasaya met Babaji in Ranikhet, and we'll see how he met him. So one day, when Lahiri Mahasaya is walking in the hills, he heard an inner voice calling him, "Come up." So then he followed his intuition, and he heard like, "Come up." So he was climbing further the mountain, and he met his guru, Mahavatar Babaji, who initiated him into the techniques of Kriya Yoga. So at that time, Lahiri Mahasaya was 33 years old, that when he met his Guru Mahavatar Babaji. So Mahavatar Babaji taught him a meditation technique called Kriya Yoga. So Babaji told Lahiri that he would spend rest of his life spreading the message of Kriya Yoga in teaching to others. So learning the yogic science of Kriya Yoga from his Guru Maharaj Mahavatar Babaji, that was in 1861. Lahiri Mahasaya then taught to many others. Wherever he used to teach, like he taught many others. Being in a Brahmin family, at those days, there were like very restrictions for a Brahmin family. They're like untouchabilities and all, right? We heard about those in the past, like in 18th century and all. Even in 19th century, the beginning, like we have untouchabilities. Like I think it was even 30 or 40 years ago, there were like some restrictions like regarding the caste and all. You can imagine how restrictions it could be in 18th century, right? Even though he never had such kind of feeling, it was like oneness, because he's a great master, right? He achieved the oneness. So he taught everybody, whoever is interested, he used to teach everybody about the Kriya Yoga. So he taught to many others, including his wife, and Paramahansa Yogananda's parents learned Kriya Yoga from him, and Sri Yukteswar Guru of Yogananda, they also learned from him. So he propagated the science to the world through his renowned disciples like Sri Yukteswar Giri, who was Paramahansa Yogananda's Guru. So he became well known in the West through Paramahamsa Yogananda, who devoted many valuable pages to him in his autobiography of Yogi. That is a great book. So amongst many disciples that Lahiri had, Paramahamsa Yogananda's parents were some of the noted few. So even Lahiri Mahasaya said that when Yogananda was infant, Lahiri Mahasaya told to Yogananda parents that Yogananda would become one day a yogi, and he will carry many souls to God's kingdom. He could recognize that, and he told it when he was infant. So as a teacher, let's learn about as a teacher of Kriya Yoga. Let's learn about Lahiri Mahasaya as a teacher of Kriya Yoga. So materializing a magnificent golden place with countless dazzling jewels and gems of all varieties, Babaji Maharaj initiated Lahiri Mahasaya into all the sacred and secret techniques of Kriya Yoga. So Lahiri Mahasaya was highly gratified to attain such an inconceivable stage of God realization. As instructed by Babaji Maharaj, he returned home to perform the worldly studies as an ideal householder. He became a perfectly realized yogi, able to show the path of liberation to householders. He was as a common person, he was a householder, and he attained the state of liberation, right? So he was a perfect example a perfect yogi that he witnessed, and he is a perfect example to show the path of liberation to other householders or common people or brahmacharis and yogis alike. So, word of his spiritual attainment spread, drawing devotees and seekers from all walks of life towards him. So, returning to Varanasi, Lahiri Mahashaya took to spreading the ancient science of Kriya Yoga. After he learned from Mahavatar Babaji, he returned to Varanasi and he started teaching the Kriya Yoga techniques. So over time, more and more people came flocking to him. They showed a lot interest. He organized many study groups and gave regular discourses of Bhagavad Gita at his Gita assemblies. He freely gave Kriya initiation to everyone, including to people of other religious and spiritual persuasions. He's not having any difference of caste, creed, religion, nothing, because he's a master. He's a great master who has attained the path of liberation and the enlightened person. He sees every person as oneness, right? So he didn't show any kind of difference, and he encouraged everyone, and he taught so many people equally. So he encouraged his students to adhere to the tenets of their own faith, adding Kriya techniques to what they already were practicing. So he was like never sleeping, scarcely breathing, his face radiating light and joy. This great master sat with his legs locked in the lotus posture. That is a true yoga avatar or incarnation of spiritual union. So Siddhi Yogi Lahiri Mahasaya's divine play of miracles was without end. Though he had a physical body, he was also formless, materializing in more than one place at a time. That one we saw with Patriji sir also. Like great masters can, it's easy for them. No, it's easy for them to do this, that kind of things. So he began gathering his disciples in 1895. So one of his Siddhi Yogi Lahiri Mahasaya, he was playing miracles without end, right? So he miraculously saved the lives of many disciples, and he drew true seekers to him like sweet and fragrant flowers. His state of wisdom and his perfect balance were displayed when he continued discourse in Bhagavad Gita, when his family members mourned his daughter's death. Yeah, he continued his dual role of an accountant and supporter of his family and a teacher of Kriya Yoga until 1886. He got retired from his job, and he was able to return on pension. So more visitors came to see him because he's free, he's at home. He seldom left his sitting room available to all who sought his darshan. He often exhibited the breathless state of super conscious samadhi. He often exhibited that kriya. So Sri Panchanan Bhattacharya, Swami Sri Yukteswar Giri, Swami Paramananda, and all parents of Paramahamsa, Yogananda, others who received initiation to Kriya Yoga from Lahiri Baba, included Swami Saraswati, Balananda Brahmacharya. There's so many Gurujis. He is the master of great Gurujis. He's a great master of great Gurujis. So Lahiri initiate. There was a speculation like even Lahiri Baba initiated Kriya Yoga to Shirdi Sai Baba. So it's based on a passage in Lahiri's secret diary. It was in that book. So he gave permissions to one disciple, Bhattacharya, to start an institution in Kolkata to spread the teachings of Kriya Yoga. So that started on. The Arya Mission Institution published commentaries by Lahiri on the Bhagavad Gita and all other spiritual books. He wrote many books, including a Bengali translation of Gita. He wrote many books and he translated to many languages, as he learned so many languages that I told you before. So, and he distributed all the books for free, which was an unusual idea at that time. That was a great idea, right? So he began gathering his disciples disciples, letting some of them know that he should soon leaving the body. In 1895, he began gathering his disciples, and he told them like he will soon leaving the body. So moments before his passing, he simply said like, I am going home. So be comforted, I shall rise again. These are the words that Mahashaya told before he want to leave his body. He then turned his body around 3 times, faced north, and consciously he left his body, entering Mahasamadhi. So Lahiri Mahashaya died on September 26, 1895. I mean, he left his body on September 26, 1895. So Lahiri Mahasaya's Mahasamadhi took place on September 26, 1895. So the day of Mahastami, worship of Mother Durga, Goddess Durga. So he entered into eternal abode of God. He said, those who practice this immortal Kriya Yoga shall never perish and shall never become orphans. So obtaining this great and immortal Kriya Yoga from Babaji Maharaj, Mahavatar Babaji. So he resuscitated it in this world. So in the future, it will be spread to every house and man will gradually move ahead on this path to ultimate liberation. So the path of salvation shall always remain open to mankind. The time has come for his departure. Even this gross body is destroyed and ever-existent Guru is always with you. So Lahiri Mahasaya's diaries, interpretations, discourses, and life remain as testimony to his fathomless state of wisdom and spiritual enlightenment. See, he's spreading the knowledge of Kriya Yoga. We'll see what is Kriya Yoga. So any questions till now? Is it clear, right? So thumbs up if you're good. I would like to explain about Kriya Yoga. Okay, thank you. So we'll see what is Kriya Yoga. Not in brief, it's just like little introduction kind. I'm not in, I can explain you very little. We are still learning, right? So Kriya Yoga is a simple, but it's an extraordinary powerful. It's an ancient meditation technique and it's highly advanced Raja Yoga technique of pranayama. So Kriya reinforces and revitalizes subtle currents of life energy in the spine and the brain. Okay, so the ancient rishis perceived the brain and spine as the tree of life. So Kriya Yoga is a simple psychophysiological method by which human blood is decarbonized and recharged with oxygen. So that is what Kriya Yoga does when we keep on practicing. So the atoms of this extra oxygen are transmuted into life current to regenerate, that is, give energy or restore youthfulness in the brain and spinal centers. So the aim is to help spiritual seekers attain the summit of spiritual experience. So it is a constant communion with the divine, with joy, and it's very ease. And Kriya Yoga, this is a quick path to reach higher states of consciousness and change your life by developing mind, body, intellect, and awareness of the soul. And it transforms body, mind, and heart, helping us to be calmly active and actively calm. So yeah, make the point like calmly active and actively calm. So the word Kriya itself signifies the unity of word and worship of activity and divinity. So the word Kriya signifies the unity of word and worship of activity and divinity. So it is a continuous awareness of the power indwelling soul can transform all of your actions, however mundane. So if you're not interested into worship, no matter, the soul can transform. So our whole lives can be made divine. Calmness, peace, joy, love, and compassion are the foods of practice. So to practice, we need to have the compassion. So that makes reach our divine in a calm, peace, joy, and love. So be calm, be peace, be joy, love others, and be compassion. So in this way we can practice. So these are the fruits that are available to all who wish to practice with sincerity and humility. So based on the science of breath is the main thing. Even for meditation, we say like focus on breath, right? So breath is the main thing. So based on the science of breath, Kriya Yoga greatly enhances all spiritual practice. The technique, this is a technique that emphasizes the relation between the breath and the mind, because the breath influences the mind and mind influences the breath. So this reciprocal relationship reveals the secret of controlling the mind. So breath control is self-control. Breath mastery is self-mastery. When the breath is mastered, the face of the divine can be seen. So this is the trick. And a sincere spiritual seeker who follows the path of Kriya Yoga with love and devotion and with the desire for spiritual growth can attain self-realization and enlightenment. It is the same, self-realization or enlightenment in this very lifetime. So this powerful yoga is a manifestation of many yogas described in the Bhagavad Gita, but primarily derives from karma yoga. Karma yoga is nothing but detachment, right? From the actions in the world, and more importantly, from the inner activity of mind. So we'll learn about teachings now. I am going to tell like two teachings from that we learn from our Lahiri Baba Mahashaya. So one thing what he says is Atma Surya is Mahapurusha Brahma, which means God is the only container of the universe. Everything evolves from here and ultimately everything merges from here, right? So the Atma's ultimate goal is to merge with Brahma, which goes through birth, death, rebirth process till it's accepted by Brahma. We need to get eligibility, right? We should be pure, oneness, and we shouldn't have any positive karma, neither negative karma. It should be balanced. Then will be accepted by Brahma. Until then, the soul keeps on taking rebirths, keeps on learning new knowledge, and keeps on practicing the experiences, right? So Atma Surya is soul's light. It's the enlightenment. The state is Mahapurusha Brahma, Guru of Gurus. You will become a creator. It want to learn. So the soul want to learn, grow in the universe. It has only one wish, like to learn more. That is why it takes births again for years and years and birth again and again to learn and experience. So it reaches to the state of consciousness where every thought becomes a creation, a manifestation. If you reach that state, then you will be the container of the universe. So it means the entire universe is in you. So everything evolves here and everything merges here. This is what Mahashaya is trying to teach us. So our body is born with Panchabhutas, and we are born with Panchabhutas, the five elements we have. We have fire, air, akash, we have earth, and we have water. We have everything, like we have five elements in our body. Like we are born with Panchabhutas, and we are dissolved in Panchabhutas. When we leave our body, we are again dissolved in Panchabhuta. So here nothing is remaining. Only the soul is remaining, right? So you become everyone, and finally you become no one. While coming to earth, we don't bring anything. While leaving the earth, we don't take anything. Only we take is the karma, the experiences. The soul should be satisfied that it has learned proper experience, and no karma balance should be to again merge into Paramatma, right? So that person is called Atma Surya, and that Atma Surya who attained Atma Surya, that is called Mahapurusha Brahma. If you become such person, you will be the person where you become the source and where you want to merge. So that is the source, and that is where we want to merge. That is in Paramatma. So no one belongs to you and you don't belong to anyone. So no attachments. There is only detachment. So we should know, like, I belong to universe. Parents are only carriers. We came through them, but we are not from them. We came through them, and we have karma, like take care of them. So few responsibilities and all. But we have to learn, like, no one belongs to you and no I consciousness. It's like no one belongs to you and you don't belong to anyone. We came here to learn our soul, to elevate the soul consciousness, and that's what the Mahashaya is telling to us. And another one is like the state in which the knower, known, and knowledge becomes one. This is another teaching that the only this is the only state of science, the true devotion or the true knowledge. Here, knower is the mind. Knower. I told you the state in which the knower, the known, and the knowledge, all these three should become one. So what is this? Manasa, Vachana, Karmana. This should be aligned to one, is the devotion of true knowledge. So the true knowledge or the true devotion is the knower, known, and the knowledge. So the knower is the mind, the body, the identity, the I consciousness. And known is what we read. It's the source, like what we read. And this could be in intuitions. These could be like our thoughts, our understanding, and we will be reading some books like through PDF. We will know some information from learning from others. All this is known. And what is knowledge? Knowledge is after practice, we get experience. That is the knowledge. So if all these things are not achieved, if any of these things or all these things are not achieved by anybody, the people say that, I know, but I'm not able to implement it. I still have some questions. I'm still confused. Is it true and all? We get those kind of things. So there is a mismatch between, because they don't know all the three. So what they know and what they practice is different. So they're raising so many questions. They don't know if it is right or wrong. So that happens. If you know all these three, it is one, the state of science, that is the true devotion or true knowledge. Then you will be the master of yourself. You don't have to ask anybody. You don't rely on anybody, right? That is the thing. So Manasa, Vachana, Karmana aligned to one is the devotion of true knowledge. That is what our great Lahiri Mahashaya wants to tell us. And I would like to share a few pictures. I think I have shown enough. Yeah. So I will show you, I'll share you a picture. And we are done with the topic, just sharing the pictures. So here is our Lahiri Mahashaya sitting. So when he visited Mahavatar Babaji in the cave Raniket, so where he first met Mahavatar Babaji, it's in autumn, winter season actually, so in 1861. And so this is the Raniket cave, and it looks like this. Let me widen the screen. Yeah, this is the Raniket cave, and it's the cave picture, Mahavatar Babaji's cave. People are meditating there. So lucky, right? They already went. This is the how it appears. Few pictures inside the cave. So that's it. Thank you so much, masters. Thank you, Pallavi, madam. I hope you all enjoyed learning more about Lahiri Mahashaya Babaji. Yes, our ultimate goal of life is to connect to our Atma Brahma. Yes.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank you.
Deepika ma'am. We have learned so many things. Like one thing we have learned, like he has taught Kriya to Shirdi Sai Baba. That is a new thing for us because we
Yeah.
worship him as God, and he has learned something from this Baba is like new to us, and we have to uh, look up to him. Like being
Yeah.
staying in the home, like how we are staying, and he became an yogi. Even we can become those things. We can learn from him.
Yes. You got the point. Yes.
Yeah, masters, any doubts? You can raise the hand.
Yes, masters. You can have, if you have any questions, you can ask. If you want to share your experience in learning, what did you feel when you learn about the Lahiri Mahasaya? What things you want to implement in your life? So, how inspiring the story or history of Lahiri Mahasaya was? You can share all those kind of experiences. Yeah, come forward, masters. Ashu, do you want to talk? Oh, okay. Yes, Sindhura ma'am.
There is a story of Lahari Mahashaya Baba. Once a foreigner he visits him and tries to capture his photograph. Then he captures photograph, but Mahashaya, Lahari Mahashaya's picture, it is not in his lens only. It disappears from lens. Then the
Wow.
photographer, yeah, the photographer asks, why is it so? So then Lahari Mahashaya says, no, I will come in my physical form. Then you capture my photograph. After that, he captures and Lahari Mahashaya's picture. So we have only one picture of Lahari Mahashaya that you shown just now. Means he has such immense power that he could, even in his physical body, he could choose not to visible. He had that yogic powers. And there are many such
Yes.
stories in autobiography of Yogi, Paramahamsa Yogananda ji has written. It is also about his masters, Lahari Mahashaya, Yukteswar Giri. So very interesting.
Thank you for adding additional information, Sindhura ma'am. Yeah, we will take experiences in a minute and then we'll, and Sindhura ma'am will. Yeah. Pallavi ji, you can.
Yeah, masters, any experiences? Uma Chakravarti ma'am, do you want to?
सभी को प्रणाम।
Yeah, you can share your experience now.
मैं काफी दिनों से योग, ऐसे तो मैं टीचर हूँ, मैं प्रोफेशन है, मैं टीचर। और क्या कहते हैं, ऐसे ही कभी कभी होता है ना कि अड़ोस पड़ोस में लोग योग कर रहे थे तो उन्होंने बोला कि मैडम करिए, तो मैंने जब करना शुरू किया तो मुझे तो योग तो बिल्कुल कंप्लीटली साइंस लगा, कंप्लीटली साइंस, तो बहुत इंटरेस्ट आने लगा। तो अब इसकी जो सब ये मेडिटेशन भी, योग में मेडिटेशन भी है, यम नियम आसन प्राणायाम प्रत्याहार धारणा ध्यान समाधि, तो उसमें भी हम करते थे, ध्यान करते थे। और ये जो आपका जो ये वाला है, नो पैगोडा वाला जो साइंस है, जो मतलब ट्रायगोनल वाला, कॉस्मोस वाला, तो इससे थोड़ा सा पत्री जी वाले भी कभी कभी हम सुनते थे, तो मुझे इंटरेस्ट आने लगा उसमें। तो तभी मैंने ज्वाइन करना मतलब किया। और चक्रास है, ये सब में काफी इंटरेस्ट है मुझे, क्योंकि चक्रास वगैरह भी क्या है, वो साइंस से रिलेटेड है। इफ योर चक्रास आर जागृत, आपके जागृत है, तो आपके सारे जो इंटरनल सब हर चक्रा जो है, आपका रूट चक्रा है, आपके एक्सक्रीटरी ऑर्गन्स को, रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन्स को, सबको आपको वो करता है, कनेक्ट करता है। तो इंटरेस्ट आने लगा, तो इसको एक दिन ऐसे ही सुन रहे थे, तो मैंने कहा चलो ये भी करते हैं मेडिटेशन। अच्छा लगता है सुन करके, मन में मतलब जैसे ध्यान तो अभी काफी अच्छा मतलब अ, हो जाता है मेरा। तो कभी ध्यान जब मैं करती हूँ तो मेरा मन करता है कि करते रहे उसको, पर ड्यू टू टाइम वगैरह वो नहीं हो पाता है। और इसमें भी काफी हम नई नई चीजें सीख रहे हैं। कॉस्मोस एनर्जी है जो, वो सब आपका यूनिवर्स से कनेक्ट होना, ये चीज काफी अच्छा लग रहा है। और देखिए कहाँ तक ये जर्नी जाती है।
Yeah,
आप
thank you.
सब भी
Yeah, yeah, continue, ma'am.
तो वही कह रहे हैं कि मुझे अच्छा लगता है, मतलब ये मुझे नहीं पता था कि मेरा इंटरेस्ट इन सब चीजों में होगा। पर इंटरेस्ट बीइंग अ टीचर, मतलब बीइंग अ साइंस टीचर, वो इंटरेस्ट बढ़ता ही बढ़ता चला गया। लगता है कि हर चीज, मतलब एवरीथिंग इज साइंस। चाहे कोई भी चीज है, वो हर चीज में अगर बेसिक में जाते हैं तो वो साइंस आता है। तो इसीलिए अच्छा लगने लगा। और योग,
Yeah, you please continue the journey, ma'am. You will learn more things and you will experience very nice things. And you don't like to leave the meditation itself. You will get addicted to it, as we have done.
yes, I am learning. I've got an interest. आई एम लर्निंग। और कुछ पीस मिलती है, जो आपका स्ट्रेस होता है, स्ट्रेस लेवल जो होता है वो आपका रिमूव होता है, एंड यू गेट डिटैच्ड with some of the things, the past, the memories of your past, painful memories, वो सब दूर होती हैं। You come in the present। सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम तो यही होती है व्यक्ति की, जो है वो पास्ट की पेनफुल मेमोरीज को वो कैसे दूर करे। तो आई थिंक मेडिटेशन इज द ओनली वे टू कम आउट ऑफ ऑल दीज वरीज, प्रॉब्लम से आदमी की उसी से हट सकता है, ऐसा मुझे लगता है। अब देखिए कितना इस जर्नी में कहाँ तक जाते हैं, कहाँ तक उसको हम एक्सेप्ट कर पाते हैं, कहाँ तक हम उससे बेनिफिट हो जाते हैं। बेनिफिट तो होता ही है, वो पता नहीं चलता आपको। ग्रेजुअली इट ब्रिंग्स अ चेंज इन योर ओन सेल्फ। और
Yeah,
थैंक यू
being
सो
a
मच।
science teacher, if you say something, others also will listen to you, ma'am. And please spread the meditation as a seva, as we are doing it. Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
साइंस टीचर मुझे ऐसा ही लगता है ना कि हर चीज अगर एनाटॉमी, इफ यू नो द एनाटॉमी ऑफ योर बॉडी, एनाटॉमी आप जानते हैं। अब जैसे ग्लैंड्स वगैरह हैं हमारे, ग्लैंड्स वगैरह हैं, तो ग्लैंड्स वगैरह चक्रस को भी आपका पूरा कंप्लीट, वो आपके चक्र जब जागृत होते हैं, तो चक्र जब जागृत होते हैं तो आपके ग्लैंड्स जो है वो अपने आप ही वो क्या कहते हैं, वो ठीक होता है ग्लैंड्स का। और फिर वही ना कि मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि बेसिक में वही साइंस है। बेसिक में आपका साइंस, एवरीथिंग इज साइंटिफिक। कुछ भी सीखिए आप, हर एवरीथिंग इज साइंस। अभी
Yeah, ma'am.
जैसे
As a
मैंने
teacher, Saturday or one day, you can take 10-15 minutes and you can teach us something new regarding meditation and science or something like that, so that everybody will get the benefit. Okay, ma'am?
अभी जैसे नाड़ी शोधन वगैरह भी जो है, नाड़ी शोधन जैसे अब योग में अब नाड़ी शोधन करते हैं, अनुलोम विलोम करते हैं। तो उसके बाद में क्या कहते हैं, अभी उसका नेक्स्ट आगे जो है इसका अभी हमने वो स्वर विज्ञान। और स्वर विज्ञान क्या है, स्वर विज्ञान जो पूरा कंप्लीट, वो कहते हैं कि एवरीथिंग कैन बी कंट्रोल्ड बाय योर स्वर विज्ञान। आपका जो है आप ईड़ा पिंगला जो नाड़ी है, इंगला और सुषुम्ना नाड़ी जो है, ईड़ा आपकी चंद्र स्वर है और पिंगला आपकी जो सूर्य स्वर है, और वो दोनों ही मतलब हीट अप होती, जैसे कि आप कभी अगर आप व्हेन यू गो फॉर, जैसे आप फूड लेते हैं तो आपकी पिंगला नाड़ी, आपको बॉडी इट नीड्स हीट, और
Yes,
अदरवाइज
ma'am.
हाँ
Yeah.
पिंगला
Yeah.
नाड़ी।
Ma'am, as we are running out of time, we have to learn
ओके,
something about
We'll
you.
contact you, ma'am. Can you message in our WhatsApp group to any of our admin? You can message to Deepika, so we can contact you and we will discuss more. Thank you so much for sharing your valuable information, ma'am.
ओके,
Thank you so
थैंक यू,
much.
थैंक यू।
Yeah, the next topic we have is holistic lifestyle principles by one of our Seva member, Sindhura madam, and our team.
Thank you, Shri Padavi ma'am. Good evening, masters. Today, briefly, I will share some holistic life principles which you can inculcate in your daily life. We'll start with how to start a day. For a spiritual seeker, it is good to wake up early. Ideal is Brahma Muhurta. Brahma Muhurta literally means creator's time. The creator, Brahma, is the ultimate knowledge, and Muhurta means time. So Brahma Muhurta is the time period which is perfect to perceive the ultimate knowledge. And the early morning period, which is between 3:30 a.m. to 5:30 a.m., is the ideal time to wake up. And the benefits of waking up Brahma Muhurta are the beliefs, the benefits are you can have a disease-free body, and it increases lifespan, boosts immunity, increases energy level, relieves body pain, cramps, soreness, and enhances absorption of minerals and vitamins. What to do after waking up at Brahma Muhurta? Our ancestors have figured out that certain activities done in Brahma Muhurta can help one to tune within. So ancient texts like Dharma Shastras and Ashtanga Hridaya, it is Ashtanga Hridaya is a Ayurvedic scripture written by Vagbhata. He is one of the well-known Ayurvedic influential writers. So according to Ashtanga Hridaya, so following when you wake up in the morning, so you have to remember great people who have had a great consciousness, and what they have done that will help you start your day. You can do activities like meditation, read or hear knowledge, yoga, exercise, pranayam, breath work. You can also plan your daily activity and things not to do in Brahma Muhurta. Please make sure you do not eat in Brahma Muhurta. It causes illness. And do not do a stressful activity which you do anything which requires more mental work, because it will reduce lifespan. Who should not wake up in Brahma Muhurta? According to Ashtanga Hridaya, only a healthy person should wake up in Brahma Muhurta. And the text advises some people against waking up in Brahma Muhurta, including pregnant women, children, aged people suffering from physical and mental illness, people whose previous meal has not been digested. Means there is no bowel movement, indicates an undigested meal, so better they avoid waking up in Brahma Muhurta. Then after Brahma Muhurta, what is the dinacharya that one should follow? First thing is to drink 2 glasses of water. Lukewarm water is preferable. And if you are wake up before 5:30 a.m., it is good to have water before brushing your teeth. It is called Ushapana in Ayurveda. Usha means dawn, just before sunrise, and Pana means to drink. So it is believed that having Ushapana will detox your system well. And later you can have tender coconut water or vegetable juice, herbal tea. But please avoid having green tea on empty stomach. Next thing is cleaning. It's good to use herbal tooth powder. You can also make DIY herbal tooth powder using clove powder, neem powder, Himalayan pink salt, and turmeric. After brushing, you can do oil pulling. So for that, you have to use a natural cold pressed or virgin coconut oil. You have to take 1 tablespoon of virgin coconut oil or cold pressed coconut oil, and you have to just keep it in your mouth for 15 to 20 minutes and spit it out. So that will remove all the toxins from your system. Next thing is cleansing your eyes with water splashes. Normal water or cold water is good. Next, in Ayurveda, there is a system of anasya. It means putting oil in nostril. So you can put 2 to 3 drops of oil in the nostril. A2 ghee, mustard oil, or badam oil is recommended. And after putting oil, you have to lie down on bed for 2 to 3 minutes. And the benefits are it relieves from headache, eye problems, acidity, and also it is good for asthma. Next thing is bathing. We call it in Ayurveda, there is Abhyanga Snana system. So in Abhyanga Snana, one should massage his complete body with oil. Mustard oil or Narayani Tel, it is better to use in winter season. For summer, A2 ghee or sesame oil is good. Benefits of Abhyanga. Abhyanga enhances blood circulation and it improves sleep quality, reduces headache, body pains, and also skin will get good glow. Now we will come to what type of food a spiritual seeker should have. It is good to have a healthy diet, preferably sattvic food or pranic food. So these are the food that enhances ojas or prana in our body. So what are those positive pranic food or sattvic food? Means they are locally grown in season fruits, vegetables, and dry fruits. It is good to avoid refined sugar, refined oil, or palm oil. And also refrain from dairy. So we can use the substitutes for milk like almond milk by soaking almonds in night and grinding it into a milk, or peanut milk or soya milk. The process there are process which are explained on YouTube by professional. So you can search on YouTube about vegan milk and vegan milk products. After each meal, especially after dinner, it is preferable to walk at least 1,000 steps. This is considerably good for better digestion and better sleep. Next, most important part about food and digestion is detoxification. So our body detoxes itself on daily basis, provided we sleep early, we follow the circadian rhythm, like sleeping early and getting up early in the morning. Along with this, we can also follow intermittent fasting. So intermittent fasting, it is a great choice if somebody wants to detox his or her body. So that time period of intermittent fasting should be between 12 to 16 hours. So fasting for 16 hours may be effective for people who did not experience results when fasting for 12 hours. Alongside, if someone has health issues, any health issues or digestion problem, it is better to take experts, professionals' help before you start intermittent fasting. And it is good to consume 2 to 3 liters of water every day, minimum 2 to 3 liters. How you have to consume or how to store water in container, that is also important. Copper charged water is good in winter season. You can use copper jugs or copper vessels to store water. And for summer, these clay pots are very, I mean, they give coolness. Clay pots are very preferable in summer season. And how to keep the water. So make sure you keep the container or the water pot in a spacious area where the pot can receive ample amount of sunlight. And the sunlight also recharges the water. So these are few points. Thank you, masters. If you have any questions, you can please raise your hand.
Manisha madam, please unmute yourself.
If you
Yeah,
have any
hello.
doubts,
Yes, good
please.
evening. Yeah, as you told that oil pulling, because I
Yes, yes,
also do oil pulling daily. But
yes.
when I get up, I do oil pulling. I don't brush first. So what you said is the correct tactic that after brushing we have to do oil pulling.
See, if you are, by what time you get up, ma'am?
I get up at 5 o'clock
That is fine. That is fine. That is
because
what I said.
what I experienced because it's one of my relative because of unhygienic way or I don't know what was the problem. It was smelling a lot. So I suggested him do oil pulling. Now his mouth doesn't smell. So I suggested
Yes.
him do oil pulling in the starting and squeeze the oil again and again. And after 5 to 7 minutes, at least it should take 20 minutes. But men doesn't listen that much. So 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes, and so he now his mouth is already clean and clear and no smell at all. So I also do in the morning, and after that I do brushing, and after that
Yes, yes.
taking
That is
bath and
completely.
okay.
See, before sunrise, it is good to have water without brushing only, brushing your teeth. That is what I mentioned in Ayurveda. Means before, in
Yes,
between the
yes,
time.
Ushapan. Yes, before yes.
Yes.
Sometimes I
After,
do that thing also,
yes.
Ushapan, and after some
And
time
after that,
this
you
one.
can do oil pulling. You can follow with oil
Okay,
pulling. Okay.
okay, okay. Yes,
Have,
okay. Thank you.